No, so really what happened was I was working at a pain clinic on a salary job.
Wait. Is this gonna be on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Well, now
No, let's just start it with that.
let's start with that, right?
Yeah. So start.
Okay.
Start
It's a
it.
story.
Yeah. Let's start it, and then we'll just start conversing about how we met.
So story time first. Then I was working at a office, miserable, trying to be sports chiropractor in a pain setting, which was not happening. So Mark Rowe approached me and said, "You want to buy this practice for me?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know what the hell that means, but sure." Like it's.
Were you in San Diego?
Yeah, I was in Sorrento Valley, and he said, "All right, we're gonna start working together. So Memorial Day, swing by CrossFit Sun to tape athletes."
That's right. That was the first day. See, we are on the same page.
Yeah, and I met you there, and Andrea, and Mark said, those are the husband and wife that own CrossFit Sun, and I went, okay, cool. But I also met 50 other people that day, and went, well, I don't know who the owner was. I talked a lot to another guy for a long time who I thought was the owner of the gym, because I got introduced to so many people at once. I was like, I don't know which person actually owns it.
And there's a lot of Asian people at our box. We're known as the Asian box, the Asian gym.
Mark's a nice Mormon man. He didn't say, the Asian guy owns it. It was just Mark,
Yeah.
And he knew you for a while too, so he just thought I would put two and two together pretty quick. But anyway, I didn't start working with him for about another month or so, and I was probably about 2 months into practice with him, and I kept seeing Big Jim all the time, and I would hassle him all the time to meet with you. And he would be like, "Oh man, on your lunch breaks, take him a coffee. Like Mark's always there at the gym at this time. He loves coffee. Just swing by." And I'm like, "All right, I'll do that. And then I started emailing you. You never emailed me back. So you were like this mystical creature for the longest time. You wouldn't answer anything.
It's very difficult to get a hold of me.
It is.
Especially if I don't know you.
Yeah, you thought I was just out there trying to solicit some bullshit.
It's hard enough for people to know me to get a hold of me.
But then it eventually got to a point where I was like, I have to set this up now. Because I kept seeing your members coming into my office and no one was hurt. That was my number one thing all the time. No one was ever in here, I'm broken, this WOD yesterday killed me. It was always, soreness, and everybody was just coming in for like maintenance. Like they just knew I should get adjusted, I should be working on my body. And I was like, this is a symbiotic relationship happening miles apart, which it still is to this day. We're neighbors, you're in Carmel Mountain, I'm in RB. We're about 10-minute drive apart, so for our patients and members or whatever, it's very easy for them to access each other. But we finally met. I remember you finally were like, okay, I want to come in for a session. And I remember